One dog could spot a cheat better than any gambler alive. They
What's he looking
called
at?
him
He's looking at you, pal.
Ace. And he was about to ruin
What's
a
in your hand?
lot of cons. Colorado Territory, 1883. The Lucky Diamond Saloon sat on Main Street. 2 stories, 20 tables, always busy. Jack owned it, ran it clean, or tried to. Border Collie lay near the bar. Ace, 3 years old, black and white coat, intelligent eyes, sharp, alert, watching everything. The dog had a gift, could spot patterns, read people, notice things humans missed. Jack discovered it by accident 6 months ago. A gambler named Collins won 12 hands straight, too perfect, too consistent. Jack suspected cheating, couldn't prove it. But Ace kept staring at the man, wouldn't stop, intense focus. That got Jack thinking. He watched closer, saw it. Collins' palming cards, switching them. Smooth, professional. But Ace had noticed first. Jack banned Collins. Word spread. The saloon dog could spot cheats. Gamblers laughed, called it superstition. Until it happened again, and again. Ace never wrong, not once. The system developed naturally. Ace would lie near the poker tables, watching. When he spotted something wrong, he'd move. Stand beside the suspicious player. Stare. Not aggressive, just focused, intense. Jack learned to trust it completely. When Ace moved, someone was cheating. The dog's reputation grew. Honest gamblers loved it, felt safe, knew the gains were fair. Cheaters hated it, stayed away, went to other saloons. Jack's business boomed. Clean games, fair dealing. Players trusted the Lucky Diamond, all because of a Border Collie who could read a card table. But success bred enemies. Other saloon owners lost business. Gamblers who made their living cheating. Con artists. They wanted Ace gone. Wanted the old ways back, where skill and deception mattered more than honesty. A man named Dalton arrived in September. Professional gambler, expensive clothes, smooth talker. Reputation for winning. Also reputation for never getting caught cheating. Dalton played his first night. Poker. High stakes. 5 players. Good game. Honest. For the first hour. Then the pattern shifted. Dalton started winning. Not every hand, that would be obvious. But enough. Just enough. Ace moved, stood beside Dalton's chair, stared up at him. The other players noticed, exchanged looks. Jack approached. "Sir, my dog seems interested in your game." Dalton smiled, cold. "It's just a dog, friend, probably wants scraps." When Ace takes interest, there's usually a reason. "You accusing me of something?" "Just observing. Maybe you'd like to change tables? Fresh start?" Dalton's smile faded. "I'm comfortable here, unless you're asking me to leave." The saloon went quiet. Everyone watching. Jack couldn't prove anything. Not yet. "No, sir. Play on. But Ace stays." "Suit yourself." The game continued. Dalton played more carefully. Ace never moved, just watched, stared, making Dalton nervous, making mistakes. 2 hours later, Dalton cashed out, down $50. He glared at Jack, at Ace. "That dog's a nuisance, bad for business." "He's good for my business, keeps games honest." "You calling me a cheat?" "I'm saying Ace knows something I don't, yet." Dalton left angry, but he came back. Next night, and the night after, playing carefully, winning moderately, Nothing Ace could prove, nothing Jack could act on. The dog watched, frustrated, sensing something wrong but unable to pinpoint it. Dalton was good, better than the others, more careful, more skilled. But Jack knew Dalton was cheating somehow, had to be, just couldn't figure out how. Not yet. A week passed. Dalton became a regular, winning consistently. Not huge amounts, just steady profits. Other gamblers started losing, getting suspicious, complaining to Jack. "Your dog's not doing his job. That Dalton fellow's too lucky." Ace is watching. If he hasn't moved, maybe Dalton's just skilled. Or maybe he's figured out how to fool a dog. That bothered Jack. Could someone actually outsmart Ace? Beat the system? He watched more carefully, studied Dalton's technique, shuffling, dealing, betting patterns. Everything looked legitimate, professional, clean. But the wins kept coming. Too consistent, too perfect. Something was wrong. Jack called a meeting. His bartender, Tom, his dealer, Frank, both trusted employees. "Dalton's cheating. I know it, but I can't prove how." Tom frowned. "Ace hasn't called him out. That's what worries me. Means Dalton found a new method, something we haven't seen." Frank leaned forward. "You want me to watch closer, during games?" "No, too obvious. We need to catch him naturally, catch him red-handed." The breakthrough came accidentally. Late night, few customers. Dalton playing poker with 3 others. Jack wiping tables nearby. Ace lying by the bar. The dog suddenly stood, not moving toward Dalton, toward another player. Younger man, nervous looking, new to town. Ace stared at him, intense. The young man shifted, uncomfortable. "What's the dog want?" Jack approached, watched the table, saw nothing unusual. But Ace insisted, focused entirely on the nervous player. "Sir, mind standing? Let me check something." "Why? I'm not cheating." "Then you won't mind proving it." The man stood, defensive, angry. Jack searched his coat, found nothing. Checked his pockets, nothing. Started to apologize. Then Ace moved, pushed his nose against the man's boot, low growl. Jack looked down. The boot, carefully crafted, hollow heel. He made the man remove it. Inside, 6 cards, aces and kings, marked. The crowd erupted. The man ran, got 3 steps. 2 minors grabbed him, dragged him back. They threw the cheater out, banned him. Ace got a stake, well deserved. But something bothered Jack. The dog hadn't caught Dalton. Why focus on an amateur with cards in his boot while a professional operated freely? Unless... Jack's mind raced. Unless Dalton was watching too, learning, studying Ace's methods. Figure out what the dog looked for, what triggered his attention. That's why Dalton kept playing, not to win money, to learn the system, to find weaknesses, to develop a method Ace couldn't detect. Jack watched Dalton that night. The gambler observed everything. How Ace moved, what he focused on, when he reacted. Taking mental notes, building a profile. This wasn't just about cheating. This was about beating the dog, breaking the system, destroying Jack's reputation. And Dalton was patient, methodical, professional. This was going to be harder than Jack thought, much harder. Jack needed help. Someone who understood gambling, understood cheating. He sent for an old friend, Samuel Rodriguez, former professional gambler, retired now, living in Denver, but still sharp, still connected. Samuel arrived 3 days later, 50s, gray beard, sharp eyes that missed nothing. He sat with Jack in the empty saloon, morning before opening. "So, tell me about this Dalton." Jack explained everything. The consistent wins, Ace's confusion, the pattern. Samuel listened, asked questions, watched Ace interact with Jack. Smart dog, very smart. But dogs have limits. They see patterns, physical tells. They can't understand complex psychological manipulation. Meaning? Meaning, Dalton might not be cheating at the table. He might be cheating before the game even starts. Jack frowned. "I don't understand." Cards get marked. Decks get switched. Partners plant information. There's 100 ways to cheat that happen away from the table. Your dog watches the game, but he can't watch everything leading up to it. That made sense. Horrible sense. Jack's security had a blind spot, and Dalton found it. Samuel stayed, observing, watching Dalton play for 3 nights, taking notes. On the 4th night, he pulled Jack aside. "I've got it. Took me a while. He's very good." "What's he doing?" "See that woman? Red dress? Always sits at the bar. Never plays, just watches." Jack looked. Yes, she'd been there every night. Pretty, quiet, drank slowly, tipped well. What about her? She's Dalton's partner. She watches players, reads their tells, their patterns, then signals him. Subtle, a touch of her necklace, a sip from her glass. Different signals for different information. Jack felt stupid. How had he missed it? And Ace can't catch it because technically Dalton's not cheating at the table. He's just getting information. Exactly. The cheating happens away from the cards, in plain sight, but invisible. So, how do we prove it? Samuel smiled. We set a trap. Make them think they're winning. Then spring it when they're confident, when they get sloppy. They planned carefully. Jack would host a special high-stakes game. Invitation only. Big money. Dalton would hear about it, wouldn't be able to resist. The game would have 6 players. 4 would be Samuel's friends, professional gamblers, all honest, all helping with the trap. The 5th would be a local businessman, rich, poor poker player, perfect bait. The 6th would be Dalton, if he took the invitation. Samuel handled the setup, making it look legitimate, exclusive, high stakes. Word spread through the gambling community. Carefully, strategically. Dalton heard within 2 days. He approached Jack. "This big game I'm hearing about, I'd like an invitation." Jack pretended reluctance. "It's a private game, serious players only." "I'm serious. You've seen me play." "I have, but the stakes are high. $1,000 buy-in. Games can run all night." Dalton smiled, as if considering. "All right, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, but table rules apply. Ace will be watching." "Of course, wouldn't have it any other way." Saturday came. The special game. Private room upstairs, better lighting, comfortable chairs, serious atmosphere. The 6 players gathered. Dalton arrived with confidence, brought $5,000 in cash, ready to win big. The woman in red sat at the small bar in the room. Dalton's good luck charm, he called her. Jack allowed it, seemed harmless. The game began. Samuel dealing first, clean, professional. The businessman lost consistently, as expected. Samuel's friends played well, breaking even, winning some, losing some. Dalton won moderately. First hour went smooth. Ace lay in the corner, watching. Second hour, stakes rose. Businessman down 2,000, getting desperate, making mistakes. Dalton capitalizing, reading him perfectly. Too perfectly. The woman sipped her drink, touched her necklace, adjusted her hair. Small movements, innocent looking. Samuel caught every one. Noted the pattern, confirmed his theory. Third hour, the trap was ready. Samuel signaled Jack. Time to move. Jack stood, walked to the woman. Ma'am, I need you to leave. She looked surprised. What? Why? This is a private game, players only. Mr. Dalton invited me. I'm just watching. Nevertheless, please leave. Dalton stood. Hold on, she's not bothering anyone. House rules. I should have enforced them earlier. No spectators. That's ridiculous. She's been here all week downstairs. Different rules for private games. I'm sure you understand. The woman looked at Dalton, uncertain. He nodded slightly. She left, reluctantly. The game continued, without her signals. Dalton's play changed immediately. More cautious, more conservative, less confident. He started losing. Not dramatically, but consistently. The pattern broke. His edge disappeared. Samuel's friends pressed the advantage. Professional, coordinated. By midnight, Dalton was down 3,000. Getting desperate. Making mistakes now. Real mistakes. Dalton tried to recover. Bet aggressively. Bluffed more. But without information from his partner, he was just another gambler. Good, but not great. Not unbeatable. By 2 a.m., he was broke. 5,000 gone. He stood, face red, angry. This game was rigged. Samuel laughed. Rigged? Sir, you just lost fairly. It happens. That woman, you removed her to throw me off. She was providing you information, signals, reading other players' tells and communicating them to you. That's cheating. Dalton's face went white. You can't prove that. Jack stepped forward. Actually, we can. We've been documenting her signals for 3 nights. Every gesture, every sip, every movement. Matched them to your betting patterns. The correlation is perfect. Samuel placed a notebook on the table. It's all here. Every signal, every resulting bet. You're a cheat, Dalton. Professional, skilled, but still a cheat. The room went silent. Dalton looked at the door. Calculating? Run? Fight? Deny? You can leave peacefully, Jack said. Take your reputation with you. Or we can make this public. Show every saloon owner in Colorado how you operate. Your choice. Dalton grabbed his coat. You'll regret this, both of you. I doubt it. And Dalton, if you ever come back, Ace will be watching. And now I know to watch your partners too. Dalton left, fast. The woman was gone, disappeared when things went wrong. Professional partners. They'd work other towns, other saloons, but not here, not anymore. Samuel's friends congratulated Jack. Good trap, clean execution. They divided the winnings. Businessman got his money back, plus profits. Lesson learned about gambling over his head. Samuel refused his share. Keep it. Invest in better security. Maybe hire someone to watch for partners. Ace is excellent, but he needs human backup. Jack agreed. Lesson learned. After everyone left, Jack sat with Ace, the dog's head on his lap. You did good, boy. We just needed to expand what we were watching for. You catch the cheaters at the table. I'll watch for the ones outside it. Ace's tail thumped. Team effort. Together, they were unbeatable. Word spread fast. Dalton's exposure. His partner system revealed. Other saloon owners contacted Jack, wanted to know the details, how to protect their games. Jack shared freely, not for money, for the principle. Clean gambling benefited everyone. Honest players came, dishonest ones left. That was good for business, for the entire town. Ace became more famous. Newspapers wrote articles. The Saloon Dog Detective. Stories spread across Colorado. People traveled to see him work, to play at the Lucky Diamond, where games were guaranteed fair. Jack hired 2 more employees. Their job? Watch the crowd. Look for partners, signals, suspicious behavior. Ace handled the tables. They handled everything else. The system worked perfectly. For 6 months, the Lucky Diamond ran the cleanest games in Colorado. Profits soared. Reputation solid. Then the trouble started. Different kind of trouble, more dangerous. A gambling syndicate from Denver moved in. Not players, organizers. They wanted to control all gambling in Colorado territory, make it profitable for them. They approached Jack, 3 men, expensive suits, hard eyes. The leader called himself Mr. Stone. "Mr. Jack, we're here to make you an offer." "I'm listening." "We want to buy the Lucky Diamond. Fair price, generous terms." "Not interested." Stone smiled, cold. "Let me be clear. We're buying every saloon in this district, creating a network, standardized games, shared dealers, increased profits." Sounds like a monopoly. Sounds like good business. And everyone benefits. Except I lose my independence, my reputation, my rules. You keep the name, keep running it. You just work for us, follow our guidelines. Jack stood. "I built this place, my way. It stays my way. Thank you, but no." Stone smiled, disappeared. "You're making a mistake. I'm making a choice. Now leave my saloon." The syndicate didn't give up. They tried pressure, bought the saloon across the street, dropped their prices, offered free drinks, better entertainment, tried to steal Jack's customers. Some left, chasing cheaper prices. Most stayed. They trusted the Lucky Diamond, trusted Ace, trusted Jack's integrity. But business declined, 20%, then 30%. Jack had to lay off staff, cut expenses, struggle to stay open. Tom, the bartender, was worried. "Boss, we can't keep this up. Maybe we should consider their offer." And let them control everything? Set the rules? No. We built something good here, something honest. I won't sell that. Even if we go broke? Even then. Ace sensed the stress, stayed closer to Jack, watchful, protective. The dog knew something was wrong. Not cheating at tables. Something bigger, more threatening. One night, the syndicate made their move. Not with money, with sabotage. Fire broke out. 3 a.m. Kitchen area. Started small, grew fast. Jack woke to smoke, alarm bells. He grabbed Ace, ran downstairs. Flames spreading. Tom and Frank fought it with buckets. Other businesses helping. The whole town responded. They saved the building. Barely. Kitchen destroyed. Main room smoke damaged. Structural damage to the east wall. But the Lucky Diamond survived. The marshal investigated, found evidence. Kerosene, deliberately set. Arson. You got enemies, Jack? The syndicate. They want my saloon. I refused. Can you prove they did this? No. But who else benefits? The marshal nodded. understood, but without proof, couldn't act. Jack surveyed the damage. Months of repairs, thousands in costs. Insurance would cover some, not all. The syndicate sent a message next day. Terrible tragedy. Our offer still stands. We'll even pay for repairs. Just sign over ownership. Jack burned the letter, literally, in front of their messenger. Tell Stone, my answer is still no. Repairs took 3 months. The town helped. Donations, labor, supplies. They wanted the Lucky Diamond to survive, wanted honest gambling to continue. Ace stayed with Jack through everything. While contractors worked, while Jack planned, while stress mounted. The dog never left his side. During reconstruction, something interesting happened. Other saloon owners, ones who'd been approached by the syndicate, they came to Jack, formed an alliance. We stand together. They can't buy us all, can't burn us all. 6 saloon owners, united, refusing the syndicate's offers, supporting each other. The syndicate had overplayed their hand. The arson backfired. Instead of scaring Jack into selling, it unified the competition against them. Stone tried intimidation, threats, more pressure. Nothing worked. The alliance held firm. Finally, the syndicate left, moved to another territory. Easier targets, less resistance. Jack's stubbornness had won, but at a cost. The Lucky Diamond reopened. Better than before. Stronger. The alliance remained. 6 saloons working together. Fair games, honest dealing, supporting each other. Ace returned to his post, watching tables, catching cheaters, keeping games clean. But something changed. The dog was older now, 5 years old. Gray appearing on his muzzle. Still sharp, still effective, but slower, more careful. Jack noticed. Getting old, boy, aren't we all? One evening, a young couple entered, asked for Jack. We heard about your dog, about what he does. We're opening a saloon in Leadville. Wondered if you'd sell him. Name your price. Jack didn't hesitate. Ace isn't for sale, not for any amount. We'd take good care of him, use his methods, build something like you have here. I'm sure you would, but he's not property. He's family, partner, friend. He stays with me, always. They left disappointed. But Jack didn't care. Some things weren't about money, weren't about business, were about loyalty, about bonds that couldn't be bought or sold. Years passed. Ace continued working, getting older, grayer, slower, but never less devoted, never less sharp. When he finally retired at 8 years old, Jack kept him at the saloon. No more table watching, just companionship. Lying by the fire, getting scratches, eating well, living the good life he'd earned. Jack trained a new dog, young Border Collie. Smart, quick, but not Ace. Could never be Ace. The original, the legend. The dog who'd exposed cheaters, survived arson, helped build an alliance, changed gambling in Colorado territory. When Ace passed at 10 years old, the whole town mourned. They buried him behind the Lucky Diamond. Headstone simple. Ace, 1880-1890. He kept the games honest. Jack never got another dog. Couldn't. Ace was irreplaceable. The new Border Collie did the work, did it well. But Ace's legacy remained. The system he'd helped create, the reputation he'd built, the honest gambling he'd ensured. That lived on, in the Lucky Diamond, in the Alliance, in every fair game played. Ace proved that integrity mattered, that honesty could win, That one dog, one owner, one saloon could make a difference, could stand against corruption, could change an entire industry. And they did.